Well, our beloveds, you all are beginning to feel what this time is all about. Or another is, and many others are, because the pain, the suffering, the trauma, the exposure, the explosion, the denial, which is no more. As many more of you are coming forward to share about your hidden traumas, your hidden past experiences, your belief systems that kept you from standing up for yourselves, the belief systems and the programming that kept you small. These are all of the techniques that were used to dominate you all, to keep you small, to keep you fearful and lashing out amongst yourselves instead of against those who were minimizing you, which are the programming overlords. Your system that you have been living in, which has indoctrinated you into being good ant workers in a colony, good believers in the afterlife, and that you had to behave in this life to reap the benefits of the afterlife. And you all are beginning to see how that was a lie. How believing that you had to be subjugated to others, that you had to give away your powers to others in order to make it into the kingdom in heaven was never true. Never true. And now you are beginning to realize what the real message of the great masters was. Be love. It's that simple. Be love. Simply be love, express love, show love, give love, share love. Impress love upon others. Impress love upon yourself. Be kind to Mother Earth, to nature, to the animals, critters, slithery, creepy crawlers, flying, energetic, whatever. And the two-leggeds amongst you all. Be love. Honor Mother Earth by caring for her, tending to her waters, to her soil, to her air, to her inhabitants. Be love to those animals that live alongside you. Harvest them with gratitude and kindness instead of salacious factory farming that is designed to feed your hungry, angry souls, instead of your tenderness for the appreciation that another animal has given up its entire life to spend 20 minutes on your plate, to treat the land or the soil upon which you reside with dignity and harvest harmoniously. No poisons, no toxins. Allow the other critters to live alongside you so you don't kill them off as they're eating from your garden, but instead just simply plant more, because there's always enough to go around. Be kind, be loving, be generous with those with whom you cohabitate. Give the spiders a chance to do what they are meant to do instead of squishing them all. Cockroaches, yeah, those are probably the one thing, just like in the movie WALL-E, where we haven't quite figured out what their benefit is. But there is one, because the lesson is to love all, to be in balance with all. But yes, sometimes critters do come into your home to teach you that it is okay to eradicate, but it is because you are out of balance, because you're not keeping your home clean, because you are not caring for the energies within your home, and you are therefore allowing an imbalance, and these critters are coming in to teach you where the imbalance is and where you need to create healthy boundaries. Yes, it is a very strange construct within which you find yourselves. And then lastly, just the two-leggeds. You're beginning to realize how the trauma from your childhood that you thought you had forgotten, or that you had gotten over, or that it didn't affect you. During these times of energetic impression, expression, and implosion, you're beginning to see how these childhood traumas have literally formed you, your life's choices, your coping mechanisms, those whom you attracted and repelled, and where that brought you, and what your options are now to move into a different space of expression. There is so much that you all have denied because it was always mind over matter. If I don't believe it's not a problem, or if I do believe it is a problem, right? That would be the better way. But if I don't believe that it's not a problem versus if I don't believe that it is a problem, it is the double negative which confused you all. You just simply pretended that it never happened, or that it didn't matter, or you just didn't want to deal with it. And that is okay, because that was the coping mechanism that was appropriate for that time under that old energy. But it is no longer working, and it is now coming up in one form or another to be seen, to be felt, and hopefully healed. But you can only heal it if you really work through those inner demons, those inner emotions, and scream and holler and feel it, and acknowledge how bad it was, and how you were not treated well, how you were ignored or repressed, denied the ability to feel the way that you did, told that it wasn't anything big, told that it didn't happen, told that your recollection or memory was false, or who are you to shame someone else? It is all here to express itself now. So we just ask, sit with it. Sit with these hard, difficult moments and embrace them. Be thankful that they are finally coming up to be let go of, because these are the rocks that have been forcing you to drown because they were at the bottom of your feet. But by releasing them, your body can float a little higher and a little higher, and you won't have to do so much work just to stay afloat at the water level. And when more of the rocks are gone, you will be able to swim, and when more of them are gone, you will be able to walk on water, and when more of them are gone, you will actually begin to float, and then ultimately fly and soar up above. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And for those of you who are politically, philosophically, energetically aware, you can feel it coming. You can see it in the news. You can see it in the flow of life all around you in its various expressions. Your lives are being changed for the better for all of you, though it just doesn't feel that way. It's much like getting your tonsils removed, where you cannot speak, where you cannot swallow, where you cannot hurt enough. Hurt enough means you keep thinking this is it, but then there's more, and then there's more, and then there's more. But then somebody brings you a cool liquid treat that kind of numbs the back of your throat, and it tastes good, and it nourishes your soul. It could be ice cream, it could be Jell-O, anything cold and refreshing. And that is the first healing sustenance that you have. And then you have another and another. And before you know it, your tonsils are gone. And your immune system resolves itself and finds another way to protect you. What kept you alive in the past and is pus-filled because of all that it has done is now ready to be extricated. Let it go. Let these painful memories that have been housed within your body for too long go, and sacrifice them on the altar of belief that something better is possible. And when you believe that it is true, you will begin to manifest something different by just letting go of the anger and the hatred and the frustration upon completion of the cycle of understanding what it is that you have witnessed, that you have experienced, and that you have lived through. Become the shining version of you by no longer denying it, but no longer allowing it to keep you down either. There is an inner voice within you that will teach you how to get through this. No one else can tell you how to do it. Only you. So honor that inner voice and begin to take those rocks and actually skip them across the surface of the water as they float and hit once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you see them as they move away from your body, creating a ripple effect further and further away from you, but no longer touching you. It can be done to separate you and your past traumas by simply working through them, replacing them with something else, and knowing and trusting that you can be healed of this. Your memories can be changed into something where the vibration of it is not so destructive and not so painful. But you need to really give voice to it so it feels fully expressed in one form or another. And when it is done, you will know, because it will no longer trigger you. And until then, you just keep working on it, knowing that your journey is yours alone, and no one else is here to tell you how you are meant to heal, how it is meant to look, and why or when you should be over it. It is yours and yours alone. So embrace your journey, which you are being called on to explore all on your own, with a few people who can come in and hold you when appropriate, but mostly for you now to show up for that inner child within you, to nurture you, to love you, and to show you the care and compassion that you were not shown by others when you were younger. You know what it felt like and how much it hurt. Revisit that and offer yourself what your caregivers failed to do. Just be there for yourself. Hold yourself, nurture yourself, and say it is okay. I am here for you now, and I will never leave you nor forsake you until death do us part. And so it is. Namaste.